of who is left is that this may be the final 9 sitting here now.
It does look like this is the final table. This is the arrangement of the final table.
Raise?
Raise, 75,000. Fold. Fold.
Another new face there in the
Fold.
9 seat, Sean Daniels. These kids with their crazy hair, we got green, pink, and blue. What's next? Orange? Final table, 1 through 9. There they are in seat order. Biggest stack, Tim Duckworth with just over 600,000. Owen Starr. No, Drew Gonzalez with 800,000. That one snuck by me. A couple other folks.
Just random people.
All right, one of these 9 players will win a Platinum Pass, will be playing in the PokerStars Players Championship 2020.
And we travel a lot. We're doing a travel show right now, too. Raise?
Re-raise. 150,000.
You heard it. Drew's 3-betting the open from Owen Starr. Naef folds Queen 10 suited. Sean's out with ace 4. Jovis is going to ditch the 7 high. This should be pretty interesting if both players miss this board. We got to get to the flop first, though. Owen's still deciding what to do with his king-queen suited. Folds it. So I guess the scenario I was talking about, if both players missed the flop, just happened pre-flop. I think I just coined something, you guys. Much like I coined the phrase, all it takes is a chip and a chair back in 2014. Andrew Carkenny, king 10 of spades. Raised from fairly early. Action on Drew. Pocket 5s.
45?
Call. Fold, fold.
And things do change a little bit now that we are no longer short-handed. We're playing at a full 9-handed table. It does a different dynamic than before when we were 5- and 6-handed.
Yeah, you'll see a little bit of tightening up from those earlier positions, but you'll also see the short stacks get to survive a little bit longer, right? Because they're not paying the blinds, and the ante being in the big blind, right? They're not paying it quite as often since you're not putting chips in every hand. So
Bet 50,000.
Andrew's continuation betting. That's jack high flop. Drew has got all the chips. And correctly decides to take one off. And that is an undercard to the 5s. There's not a lot you can hope for with 5s there, but for it to not be another big card your opponent's likely to be c-betting with is all you can really ask for.
yeah, and we picked up equity here. Andrew, who is known in the run-up community as Slippin' Jimmy, may continue here.
Yeah, probably not. Not much reason to go with this trip.
And Drew's decided to take over the betting lead, protect his equity.
Yeah, it's nice and off the strip and kind of add everything.
Tough to get a better hand to fold, but you can certainly fold out a lot of hands similar to King 10 suited that will have a decent chance of catching up with you on the river.
And there we go.
Andrew jams.
Check raise with the 2 overs or a 1 over and the flush draw. 40%. I think Drew's going to fold the vast majority of the time here pretty quickly.
You just can't, here's the problem. You can't go broke here with 5s.
Yeah.
You can't be like, I call, and then the guy's jack 8, and you're like, oh, I'm so stupid.
I mean, what hand do you like that he ever turns over there? Even if you know he has the King 10 suited,
You don't like it.
You don't love it.
You don't, as Spraggy says, you don't enjoy seeing it a lot longer, at least than the $700 I won in bounties yesterday, which I definitely spent today in massages. The friendships will last longer. Ace King suited for your boy, Slippin' Jimmy. Drew with pocket 8s. If you're Drew at this point, are you like, hey, you know what? I'm good on hands. Just give me like a
Maybe
couple
stop.
of jack
Yeah,
fours
give me
and
some of those things I could just know I can
yeah,
fold.
just give me a second here, please.
Fold.
So at this stack depth, he does just decide to flat. I mean, so yeah, Slippin' Jimmy has plenty of chips behind, so he can just find the flat call here, play in position.
These are very likely to be the two biggest stacks at the table.
Yeah.
With two sizable pre-flop hands. Those eights not loving this board, which has resulted in top pair for Andrew.
And this is an easy continuation bet.
50,000.
Betting 1/3 pot. Find the easy fold.
And that's 2 in a row for Andrew Karkenny. Makes me miss Bennigan's.
Fold.
Thank you, Bob.
Andrew with another quite playable hand on the button. Drew with a decision, King 7.
I think King 7 is going to be defended.
You have to, right?
Yeah,
I
a lot
hate
of
it.
the time.
I don't want to do it, but you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And you're pretty happy about it now.
Yeah, you're pretty happy about it. But you have to remember, you have to think about what that button is opening again, right? We were talking about the 5-6 suited and whatever before. Maybe you have the 6-7s with 7-8s, whatever. You're in good shape against those kinds of hands.
Good shape against most hands.
Bet. 40,000.
Some backdoor flush equity as well here.
Yeah, Andrew not drawn dead by any means.
The gutter, the aces. That is not a spicy turn.
That is a brick.
Check. Check.
Check, check. Queen on the
There
river.
you go.
Andrew straightenizes. Do you say Broadway or Broadway?
Broadway. Who says Broadway?
We just made Broadway.
You're going to have to explain this one to me. Is this some New Yorker thing I don't know about?
Okay. Would you say Main Street or Main Street?
I would say Main Street.
Main Street. So why do you say Broadway instead of Broadway?
It's an interesting question. But Main Street is 2 words, right?
Yeah, but it's Broadway.
But it is 1 word. At least in New York City, it's 1.
But originally.
Fold. Got it. Right. We're up to 1525. And he's in blind zero.
Walk by.
And we don't even have a camera on us. So nobody even gets to see the punishment that you're going through.
I want a curtain at least next time. This is insane. But I'm just here exposed, no security.
Did you make your basketball shots?
Drew just continues to get the hands over and over and over again.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, he sure does. Does he know it's not like this usually? I know that he's
Drew
relatively new to poker, and now he's been playing a lot of poker.
I suspect he knows the deal.
He knows that this is not
I could be wrong,
how
but I
it's supposed
suspect
to, how it
he knows
usually happens.
that this is
Okay.
not what normally happens.
He said it's bad thing you should leave because he's bad luck. No. Yeah, he said you're screwed.
Check.
So it looks like they're just going to try to check, 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 and get to showdown here. And they. Is Andrew considering betting here?
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It's good to see everyone.
Big Poker RB challenge. I have to get fake hands. And I won one of those.
How did you win a competition?
What do we got here? 4th place. Oh, 1 bullet. Nice us. So about 150.
So I just got moved tables. Ryan Sapp played our first orbit. He didn't go bust, which is fantastic. Me llamo Drew. basically you can see like what other high-level players are thinking, what they're supposed to do in certain spots, and then you can exploit that.
Hello, 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 and good afternoon. What time is it? 2:40? 2:40. Not too bad. I am a little bit later to stream than I had originally earlier in the week planned to get here. But I actually forgot I had set up a viewing to go check out a new place to live. Or at least coming up, and we don't have to. We just kind of have the option to, you know, rent goes up. There's like new developments all over, and yeah, so it's kind of one of those things. It's getting to that point because we're about 2 months out. Got to go and start looking at places. So I had that scheduled. I didn't want to change it, and here we are. So did all the things. It's 2:40. We're gonna get into the grind. More OSS events. Thank you, honey, for the 45 months. Shout out to Big Fish No Shrimp. Gave us a shout out there last night. I think we missed it, but cheers. What's up there, Jason? How's it going, buddy? Good luck to you too. What's up there, Teddy? Hello all. Good luck. Machine Savage. Ginger, of course. What up, Paulie? Ship it, Arian. Mech. Hello, good luck. Might and Magic. Hello. What up, D Johnny? What message? Cheers, everyone. Shout out to the lurkers. Okay, so last night we had our league games. Week 2 finished. That was fun. Today we are going to be 6-tabling, and we did put up some action. A couple of things are going to be starting here soon. I'm going to try to max late reg some things as well, because there was some stuff to play earlier. If you've been playing the schedule today, it's been nice, the earlier part. So hopefully we still catch some of that. And that's it. That's it, really. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go, Teddy. Let's go, man. Deep runs and big cashes. I hope we are sniffing. You know what I mean? We are definitely getting close, positioning ourselves for some nice runs to happen. Okay, so we're going to play the 109 25K. We're going to play the 33 50K. Of course, this is for the last longer. If you want to get into the last longer, today's last longer price, $10. All right, so it's like $2 more than the last two. But again, I kind of wanted the numbers to like vary so I can kind of identify the transfers a little bit easier overall. So yeah, $10 today sent to Bet on Drew if you want to get into our OSS last longer 58L, the 50K. Currently we have, of course, myself, Party, and Boski. Then I confirmed BB York, Ginger, and Juco. So if you'd like to get in, like I said, send $10 to Bet on Drew. Exclamation point last longer in the chat will bring up this spreadsheet. There is a leaderboard. We're doing 10 last longers during the course of the OSS series. We're on the 3rd one now. And also we will be paying 50, 30, 20 for the payouts once I confirm those. And then we have the leaderboard. Giving away 215 OSS main event tickets. Plus, if you can land one space above myself, Boski, and Party, you'll win yourself a 109 ME ticket. So you might even place down here in the last longer, but you might be able to win yourself a ticket just depending on where we all kind of land on the leaderboard. So yeah, exclamation point, last longer. To get into that, still 105 minutes, a little over an hour and a half left of Reggie there. This 55 50K I will be playing. I already bagged this one, the 100K for the OSS number 9. Do I want to bag more? Probably. Let me just slide this up. The 1650 I still have to bag. I'm gonna slide up, maybe fire one late Reggie Bully. This $11 1K. This is a nice one. If you play satellites, you want to get into some bigger buy-ins. These blue ones, these are great. If I could 20 table, I'd always be playing satties. 1654K. We're gonna play that. Gosh, I gotta fire this 55 750K again. I'm gonna fire one bullet today. We got some time. I'm gonna fire another bullet. The mystery 2, I'm kind of feeling it. You know, I think I'm gonna make some day 2s today. I'm gonna fire a bullet there. 8. We will play the 6K. What else is late Reggie? Not gonna play that. Oh wow, there's a 2600 today. Sick, a 500K. Dang, a random 500K just on a Thursday. Already got 114 in it. What is that's sick. This is really cool, man. I wish I actually, if had I looked at the schedule a little bit more in depth, looking at like satellites and stuff, this would have been a cool one to like focus on, to try to get into. Let me see when you open the lobby. It should suggest the satellites, right? Qualifiers. Yeah, so this, what is this? An all-enter fold $700 one? Sick. Okay, so yeah, it does show satellites. It's 215 150K. Maybe we'll play this one. And then Big Poker Thursdays. Oh, I don't get to play a lot of Thursdays. $11 12.5K. What is this? Is this a boat? No, this isn't a Boski. I actually am not too familiar with the Big Poker Thursday schedule, because it used to always be the day that I had to do the live stream for rounders. So some of this is new to me. I think we got a variety up. Oh, we'll probably starts in 44 minutes. Okay, let me see here. Some saddies. I might play these saddies for the 109 and 630 tickets. And then I will look at the rest later here. I think we got a bunch. These early sections. Okay, gonna do that one. And then what is this? 2,063,000. What is this super sat for? This is a $63 for 630 ticket. That's not bad, actually. I'm gonna slide this up. We might get in that. All right, let's fire. It is time. Good luck. And we need to keep in mind that we have some action sold. So in 18 minutes, we'll have 2 games popping off. And then 4 o'clock, a little over an hour, we'll have another one popping off. All right, I'm gonna load up 4 games. Some of them are max late reg too. All right. Let's go, everyone. It is time. It is time to fire. Oh, we got Boski at our one table. Just 109. Okay, that is 3. And let's get into this. This one will be 4. Okay. Yep, that ain't it. All right, we're all in. First hand, this $11 PKO Turbo, the 1K. What's up there, El Grand? I'm doing good. How are you? What's up, Brempo? Broken Gaming. How are you? Good to see you all. What's up there, Ace? Thanks for the good vibes. Did you really, Paulie? You were unsure about taking the deal later? Or you were good? You were good about it. We got 2 pair here. We need to fade a lady. All right, let's go. Good vibes here. Very first hand, very first all in. We got to double up to 35 blinds. Well, thank you, Ginger, as always, for the positive energy. Thank you as always, and good luck. You know what? Maybe something will happen. Maybe since you're kind of working on the side, you will go into a nice autopilot mode that just has you outlasting us. I know I was gonna sell action, but then I had to show up late. I was gonna sell action. I was like, man, I'm not gonna fire more than 3 bullets, even though it lasts longer. Like, it's fine. I had to tell myself. What's up there, Rusty Drinkwater? Let's go, man. Come on, let's run good today. I got a new run good beanie on. My ears were a little cold. And I think it kind of fit the style. I was like, okay, let's rock this today. What's up, So Crazy? Good luck to you too. What's up there, Mr. Poker? LFG, my good sir. So here's what we got going on right now. We have the $11 1K PKO Turbo. We got the 109 OSS event, OSS number 57, the progressive knockout. We bought in with about 30 bigs. Then we have 31 bigs in the 33 OSS. This is the last longer tournament. So if you're curious where I'm at, it's this game right here, top right, is where I have the last longer game. So you can see how many blinds I have. You guys can know where I'm at. I won't move it from that spot. And then we have this $55 OSS on the bottom middle row. OSS 56L, 50K guaranteed. We really maxed late Reggie this one. I don't even think I played a hand here. We're already 10 bigs. Boski's at our table. He's got 39 bigs. Got a nice stack. Okay, I gotta go focus mode though. Bigs in this one. We'll keep an eye here. And then yeah, if you bought some action on the client, I put up some action for the 109 60K that's starting in 14 minutes, and then the 33 20K OSS 61L that starts in 14 minutes as well. Okay, looks like everything's sold out, so good luck to everyone's got some action. And then it's an hour and 12 minutes until the beginning of the 215 PKO, the 6 max. That one should be exciting. OSS 62. Sold some action on this one as well. Hour and 12 minutes. 6 max PKO. Come on. All right, we got a nice hand. Last level of Reggie. What up, Dan? Good luck, buddy. Let's get it. We will be all in here no matter what in this 55. This is an amazing opportunity to double up just as 60 minutes actually. Still, Reg is basically ending. All right, both caught a piece. We're gonna fade one more. Uno más. Let's go. Nice. Survived my first 2 all-ins. Got double ups. Love to see it. What's up there, Jordy? Maybe next time, Jordy, on the action. I actually, I was lucky Paulie reminded me, because Hannah's always reminding me, but I forget to post action. But then Paulie caught me at the right time last night. But then, so I post it very last minute. So sometimes it's tough to get the action. But that's on me. That's on me. I gotta put it up sooner. Mr. Poker and What Message, thanks for the stream streaks. Thanks for showing up, watching the stream. I'm glad you all enjoy. Another day, man. Been doing this for years. It's crazy to think about. Been playing online poker, streaming for coming up on 9 years. Wow. Yeah. And the game has changed. The game is not the same. It's different. It's always kind of evolving. The taste of it, it's still fun, you know, even after all these years. It's kind of like, really? Just playing 9 years? Can you imagine? You're just playing on a computer, grinding online poker tournaments for 9 years. Some have been doing it longer. The streaming thing is very cool with it, though. So I'm glad you guys enjoy what we got going on. What's up there, Jonah Game? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to stream. What up, Dussel? You want a piece in the last longer? Come on, man. All right, we're going to fold the 7 deuce. Let's get the fold here. Come on, Schmazzy. Dang, GG's, Ginger. All right, we are going to, I think, check, try to realize. We could hit a queen, a jack, of course. We're still trapping 9. We're trying to, I'm not going to invest in trying to get a 9 to fold. Not now, not in this 11. Not from a bigger stack like this. We got a nice chip stack here. We can kind of manage some other situations. Okay. What's up, Kashtan? Are you? How are you? All right, so I kind of semi-rushed to get to the stream today. I still even got, actually, I was late. I was late today. I think I had scheduled the YouTube video to go live at 2:30, and we missed it by like 5 minutes or so. But I'm actually glad I'm standing. I'm glad I'm standing, and yeah, we might be moving. We might be moving, Ginger. We'll see. There's a place with a really kind of like an absurdly big yard that we found, and I went and looked at today. The layout is better in person than what I kind of saw online. I was kind of surprised, and we'd be saving like a nice chunk of money per month, but we got to move outside of the city a bit more. Makes sense, right? So yeah, finished that, came back, and boom, that's why we're late. But yeah, excited about it. We'll see what ends up happening. What's going on? What are you all getting into today? What's up with you, Teddy? Are you grinding right now? You hanging out? Slow crazy. Good luck. Good luck. Predict 15 knockouts today. That'd be cool, actually. Maybe I'll keep track. I'll keep a loose track of how many times I knock people out today. That's actually interesting. That could be something fun potentially. I could manage that. Every time I knock somebody out, I push a button. We keep a counter. Keep a counter on the stream, and then I don't know. That's interesting, actually. Teddy, you got me thinking. There might be something fun we could do with that. There might be something fun. What's today? Thursday? Man, I gotta go play. I gotta play some cash games, some live cash games. Build up those vlogs. I've only filmed 2 videos so far. I need to get a bunch more through. I'm still doing this challenge. I got my money set aside, the bankroll, and think about that a lot. I hope you guys do enjoy that content as well. That'll be fun. I'm gonna have to find time. I'm hoping to capture a lot of the videos throughout the course of this month, September, and then spend a bit of October working on editing down this idea for my new vlogs that I'm going to be putting on YouTube. So this is nice. We get to play a bunch online here. Hopefully we can, again, make one of these runs solidify a little bit in the OSS. All right, I'm gonna check we'll check our account here, see if anybody else got added into the last longer. If you're gonna be playing the 3350K OSS 58L, there's 90 minutes left of late registration. And $10 on the side if you want to get into the last longer. Top 3 people are going to get some money back, depending on how many people we get for this one. So good luck in that. I'm going to take a quick walk. I will be right back. Hang tight, everyone, okay? Hey, we're back. Am I in a house right now? What are you talking about? Yeah. No, it's a townhome. Townhome right now. So the other place is not a townhome. I actually don't know how to describe it. They're like houses, but they're kind of like sectioned like a little bit differently. They're apart. Oh, the garages touch, I think. Oh, okay, that's where it is. So it's kind of like they touch, but the garages are what touch. Ace Jack brick. You know why? Because we have kings here. I'm gonna get a little cheeky with the flat. Why? I'm not exactly sure in this moment. That's just the vibe. So yeah, townhome to house basically. Though it has a very, very similar feel. I think it could be a townhome too, honestly. Oh! Hopefully they have a queen overcall in the big blind with queen 9, hopefully. Come on, baby. Teddy, you grinding some saddies? Hell yeah, man. I love that. Especially if you're doing, you don't want to commit to like a super long session. A saddie grind session. Oh, those were fun for me too. Because there's a lot of the times you walk away from a saddie grind session, pick off a couple tickets, and you feel like you won. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'm going to bet a blind just to hopefully start getting something. This would be so sad if they fold. Okay. Good. Now, here's the question. Do I check and then try to let them realize equity or bluff the river? I think with the way 9 bigs out here, they got 15 behind. I think I am willing to risk a check here in an effort to try to get more value. Wow. Holy crap. Are you actually serious? Ace Jack, Ace 10 now beats me? Wow. How annoying is this, everyone? What the annoying? What the actual annoying? This would be, you know what? This would be a nice bluff by them with like Jack 10. This would be a nice bluff by them with Jack 10. I don't think that they, there's a chance maybe they're now block betting a queen there. But I think a queen mostly check raises flop on that texture. And on our stack depth to try to get it in. So I think it's much more like ace 10, ace jack, ace x suited. Wow, what a run out, man, huh? What a run out. What's up, Buddha Jones? Put up a bunch of Ks like baseball for knockouts. That's a fun idea. And that would be cool visually as well. Wow, look at us getting to work here, chat. Yeah, that is a fun idea, isn't it? That's all it is. I'm looking at my thing right now, wondering how that could look. Wow, he's knocked out that many people today. Like, how can we ever? There's like, I don't know how we could unless people pulled data from somewhere, but you can't really have a gauge. Like, what if I were to grind 6 to 8 hours on average, and I'm playing, you know, an average amount of like PKOs? How many knockouts is an average, you know? I have no gauge. Ace King clubs, 3350K. We raise the cutoff, small blind 3 bets. I have 31 bigs. I'm going to rip. All right, no sweats for anyone. We're just gonna chop this one up. Here we have one. Still 2 levels of late reg. C-bet is on the bigger side. I defended big blind. I don't want to fold to 1, but I did want to check raise. But they went bigger, so it makes me feel like they might be committed to this hand a little bit more. So I'm just going to call, try to get there. Some good turns too with the hearts, but we bricked that. 9 of hearts, I would have checked jam this turn. I would have loved it unless they like over pot. Okay, now we give up. Now we will give it up. All right, if you got some action, we are now in the 3320K, OSS 61. Really deep, 200 blinds to start. So nothing really to report there. Then we got the 109 60K, if you bought some action in that one. We are live. We got the Boski at our table, 140 blinds. Long way to go. Very fresh. So we flopped 2 pair in the last longer event, the 50K. Where are they from? Colombia. Do we know if I check, will they bet turn often? We do not know. I'm just going to bet. First flip of the day, 10s versus ace jack. We're going to lose this flip. We still got 13 blinds. 2 levels left to late reg. What's up, Chum Cooley? Oh, wow, you guys are embracing this whole baseball strikeouts thing. I like that, actually. Let me see here. So wait, the forward K, if ahead on the turn and hold, backwards K for behind on the turn and suck out river. That would be a really cool thing, actually, to see. This is a fun idea here. Yeah. Now there's some sort of visual representation of if I was ahead or behind when I knock someone out. Yeah, I like that, Chum Cooley. What up? What do you mean, did I win the Mega Millions? There would be signs. There would be signs. What would they be for me, though? What would I do if I just came into millions of dollars? Wanted to blow some. I don't think I would spend on a car. At first, anyway. Probably a sick, like, gaming man cave type of room. Like a vibe. Like an expensive basement. You could probably, yeah, you'd have to come into my house probably to really know kind of like if there would be signs. It would be stuff that I would do inside the house, I would say. 3-bet pre. Got called by 2 other players. C-bet flop here. We got nut flush draw. 39 bigs in the middle. I would hate to bet and get jammed, but I think that they would have already raised if they had a set or something on the flop here, especially from this player. So I'm going to continue betting. I'm actually going to go bigger here. I think I can get them to fold some hands. See, I do hate this. I might gamble, though, for a big pot. Big pot early. In the OSS. I hate it. I really did not see this coming, honestly. I'm trying to decide if I want to go for this just because of the size of the pot this early. It could be pretty massive. Kind of hate it. 95 blinds is still a lot. Call 95. This is 300 blinds. What does 300 blinds mean this early? It's kind of sick. Okay. I think I'm going to do it, everyone. Okay. Gosh, it did feel like there was some nice upside there. Just because of how big that pot was. What's up, Ghost? How's it going today? Grinder Girl, thanks for the 30 stream streak. As well as 1996 Love Tech to the 3 stream streak. At the same time as that was happening, we lost a flip, ace king versus nines for a 750 bounty in this OSS 50K. I'm gonna try to limp jam on Benny here. Don't get it. Snap checking. They bet pretty quickly there on the turn. Not betting any ace highs. The speed of their bet on the turn, I think, made it easier for me to call with the king. We were ahead before we even hit the king. They had king 8. Or we were tied, actually. What's up there, Man of Straw? How are you? How did the Lodge event go for me? I ended up finishing 5th in the Rounders Cup that I final tabled. Fifth place for 13,300. I believe it was. So a very fun run. It took me 2 bullets. I believe it was 2 bullets, $300 bullets. Pocket 8s here. Second bowl of the 109 60K. Oh, somebody won Powerball. Got you. Sick. In Houston, huh? All right, we're gonna call. We're deep. Set mining. Where's the 8? Not there, but it's not a bad board for us. We got backdoor spades. We got a 5 for the straight. We'll be check calling this player. Aggressive stats, small sample. You'd buy some race horses, huh, Man of Straw? That's cool. So maybe you get some land too, huh? Big place for the horses. All right, we are going to be calling. I'm wondering, so Steve, as far as telling people if I won like millions of dollars, I've thought about that and I'm not actually sure to what extent I would share. It feels like there's kind of some bad karma that could come of kind of putting that out there. Which is weird because, you know, play poker, you're going to have a big score. People are going to know. You know, how is that different? Really? It feels different. We're going to fold here now. We got a big hand. In the 55-50K, I don't see myself folding. Shorty gets it in. This is like they have a strong hand when they're flatting this 8 off their 23 blinds. This is a Boski hand of the day here. And then this guy rejams. I have 10 bigs with ace queen of diamonds. This is just... I think, though I am not going to be in great shape here, this person hopefully just has the kings here, not the aces. This person could really have the aces here. They're going to rejam the ace king. And, gosh, should I just fold? This is like... This is strong. This is... Jeez, dude. They're just aces. Wow, and then they folded. We would have got there and hit the queen. They did have ace king, so we did fold the worst hand. But this is... interesting to flat fold that off. I wouldn't expect a regular, like a regular to do that, especially if I had that command or that color code. Going for a bluff here. We hit him with the 2x pot jam with our gut shot. We take it down 35 blinds. If I would like want to scratch off for millions of dollars, Steve, I think I would tell you guys that I won a couple bucks. I would like low key tell you, but I wouldn't, like if I won 5 million bucks, maybe I'd say like I want a good amount of money, you know, enough that I can now help my parents, blah, 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 or whatever, you know, something like that. Like I think I would tell you guys, but I think it would be like a low key tell. Jesus, seeing what they did makes me want to jam on them here now. What's their fold? They do open a lot there. I'm going to kind of gamble a little bit with this player now. Watch them just have aces. This is one of those players, it seems, in a sample where they like to like be more aggressive up front because it looks stronger. They kind of have this programming. They raise backwards as far as strength goes. It's an interesting adjustment that some aggressive, capable players will do as they're kind of, I feel like, getting into the game. Like naturally, the way it's supposed to be is we have a tighter range up front, and as we get to the button, you know, our range gets wider and wider. But there are players who look to exploit that, and they actually kind of, it's like a very interesting thing because they start to open in early position because they're going to get more credit under the gun. I'm all in here. And then they actually start to tighten up in late position. It's like a weird trend that I've seen before. There's a few players out there you could see in their HUD stats when they do stuff like that. What's up, Hero Call? Thanks for the stream streak, buddy. Appreciate it. We get this jam through. OSS 50K. All right, we got 10s here. We're going to 3-bet button. Hero Call, welcome back. Dropping the prime in the 9 months. Much love, brother. Thanks for the support. Let us get it, my friend. Deuces, come on, man. I see we got hit with the 3-bet there, too. We're gonna win a flip, and for a bounty and some chips. We're gonna need a deuce and a deuce only. Do not get there, 6 bigs. 10 here, and then we get the cold 4-bet. Where are they from? US. Aggressive in this sample. Let's gamble here. I'm gambling, everyone. Jamming and hoping we're up against Ace King. Flat is kind of call 18 down to 50. We could do that, but let's try to win a huge pot versus Ace King. Late position battle. Aggressive, capable opponent. We have enough data to know that they could have some bluffs. We could take it down right here. Aggressive opener up front. They could be projecting me to be an aggressive opener. This deep with like ace jack here, king queen off, ace 5 suited. I would be very tempted to be 4-betting here. Just a very nice opportunity. Slow roll? This might be a slow roll. I saw the emoji now. Wow. I didn't remember to consider the value of jamming 10s there to get a better hand to fold. called Paisanos open. They checked flop. We bet flop. They checked turn. We bet turn. Got worse for our hands. We beat ace king. We beat ace jack. Did they lead? They did. Interesting. I'm just supposed to fold here versus this player. If my yellow tag, they're just not going to be folding here. Often. It's kind of painful. And they're leading big sizing. It is a 1-9, could be different, but if this is accurate to this tag, then I just fold here. Hate it. Okay, so we need to change the tag because they don't do that. It's a good bluff by them. It is a good bluff by them. It's an easy fold if they are true yellow, but they're not. So when I tag them, they had a shade of something else going on there. What did they? Oh, they do a bunch of limping. So they're just kind of one of those splashy opponents, a bit more splashy, with a lot of limping still involved in their game. What's up, broski? How are you, buddy? Good luck. Jeff's at our 50K table here. Shout out to the broski. Yeah, we would have got there with the ace queen. I'm really surprised by the flat for the 8 blinds off the 15. I had them mistagged. An aggressive opponent isn't doing that. Like a consistently aggressive opponent is not flatting 8 blinds off 15 blinds there to an early position jam with a bunch of players behind them without a big hand, right? So seeing them then fold makes it much more obvious that they're going to be making more calling mistakes than like straightforward aggressive players would be making, because the range there is different then. And I mean, that's why this game is so cool, and it's like always changing and always, like, for me, like engaging and thought-provoking, because you're trying to pinpoint these different player types like all the time and their patterns, and the game's evolving, so you kind of got to try to stay ahead of the game. You got to continue to study. You got to continue to be willing to make adjustments if you want to stay on top. Like, it's not just like, oh, I figured it out, now I can play the game. No, you need to like have your updates. You know, just the same way like computers do with like viruses and all this other stuff. Things are evolving, you have to evolve with and adapt, and poker is definitely no different, man. Okay, we bust out of the $11 PKO. We had 4 bigs, got in Jack Deuce Diamonds versus Jack 10, flop flush, draw miss. Okay, but now we do have that 215, 41 minutes for the 215 40K 6 max. Okay, because that's another investor event. Those ones are in late reg. I have 2 spots open, so I'll leave 1 spot open. I can now get into I'm gonna call this player. Come on, baby, hold the ace 8. Let's go. Huge spot. Huge spot. They're up to 27 bigs. Okay, I'm gonna get into this $55 750K fight. And I will leave a table open for the 6 max. Yeah, I see you guys, Steve, Paulie, saying best to not talk about it. And I feel you, Ghost. I feel you on that. Ghost says he hates it. It's kind of like you can't live your life, you can't share it, maybe. It's kind of like some notes of that a little bit, I think, in there. Let me see what Ghost says, though. Actually, I'm curious. But there's a content creator. He's not like you and me. He knows the value of sharing a story that is bigger than the money. Yeah, and that's definitely a consideration. For sure. It is kind of the story sharing part of it. We're just going to be representing Mist here. Unlikely that they have a 10 with the way this hand is played out. So we're going to 1.5x pot, get called by 9-8. 7-9, things like that. Maybe even some ace highs, potentially weak ones. But yeah, I like, especially me too. I definitely connect with that, Ghost, because I enjoy sharing. Like, that's part of kind of how I find purpose is in the sharing of, you know, my personal highs, the lows, all that stuff. And it would suck to kind of feel unsafe that you couldn't share those experiences in those moments, especially when you do it. So, you know, like I do. So I definitely feel that. The ace queen suited hand and big blind call decision. Recent study with one of the GTO wizard coaches. Let's see. They mentioned the constant skill advantage of taking non-GTO lines to get larger stacks so that we can use our full skill edge. I think going with the ace queen suited, non-GTO action based on our stack and how many players left might have been the fine exploit. Play based on the skill edge increase concept. I like that. That is I think a good way for sure to think and look at some things. Basically considering the upside of winning that pot. Basically that ace queen, I didn't necessarily in that decision consider the upside of winning that pot, but the ace deuce of clubs hand, the big one that we had in the 109.60K, I was definitely considering upside in that situation. It was much more obvious given how big the stack for me, how much bigger the stacks would have been. Like I would have had like 400 blinds or something. So I definitely focused on the upside in that one, but I agree that's another good spot to kind of help gauge and weigh the decision. Like, okay, which way am I going to go here? How do I want to go about this? And I would place a notable weight on the upside of actually having chips, being able to utilize them to maximize our edge. So I dig that. Thanks for bringing that up. Very good point. So hopefully you guys connect with that. That is a fun point. Day one flight of the 750K. We raise pre, check back flop. They're betting into us. I am going to play a big pot here. Let's see. Do I want to play raise here to get some more on the river? Yeah, I might be able to pick up like 13 blinds here when they have a hand that's going to call this raise. They jam. We're definitely gambling and calling. Do they have an 8? They check to me. They might get a double up if they do have an 8. Okay, no, they lose it. They hit. We got pocket 8s over here. Let's bet a big blind, take a post versus Johnny Yuba. Thus, the orange tag is me assuming that that player has a fairly mixed strategy in that they have some calling mistakes and some aggressive mistakes, but it doesn't lean towards one way or the other. It's like the player type, you know, when we're new to poker and we're learning to just make hands, and you know we make a lot of calling mistakes because we're just calling, and then eventually we learn about raising, and then once we learn about raising, we're making a bunch of aggressive mistakes because we don't really understand it yet because it's just new to us because we were playing that passive style. And the orange tag for me is a mix of those two things. It's usually like a player type whose strategy is a mix of calling mistakes that they are still working through and aggressive mistakes that they are working through as well, if that makes sense. But then, so for me, it goes like yellow, orange, red in the player classifications that I use. And the yellow has all those passive characteristics, which is why I folded to that one yellow tag player And then they ended up showing a bluff when they check called, and then the river brought the flush in, because those players that are making those passive mistakes, they're not going to be usually making those bluffs and those aggressive mistakes. So I had to immediately change the tag from yellow to orange. But yeah, because when I see like a red tag, for instance, these players in their strategy, they're not making as many passive mistakes. You know, if they're going to make any mistakes, it's going to be aggressive, because their strategy is mostly aggressive. That's because they've kind of transitioned that far away from the passive mistakes that players make. Fed big blind in 109 60k, and we flop not flush draw. Deep here, 71 effective. Where's this player from? Russia, we'll check again. So, Thussel Osei. Who is Osei? Oh, he's a beast. So you know what? Let me take a look. So this is another thing that happens within my color coding. Is if I ever have a really good player tagged orange, it means that they deviated from kind of what I assume to be like GTO, or that they, just in general, actually, that they deviate. If it happens to be a good player, it means that they deviate, because I gave them like that middling tag that I just talked about. So then how that message conveys to me when I do find that out, basically, I would change them to this lighter brown, because I'm like, okay, this is not a strong read. I don't know if they go this way or this way. So this light brown color code for me is, I'm not sure if this is a good player who adjusts, or that orange player who is kind of still trying to figure it out. It could be like an accidental thing. I think they fall into that stage. So let me look at their stats, because yeah, so they're not giving off full orange tag stats. So basically what this means then is that Osei made some sort of exploitative deviation versus me. All right, 20 bigs in the big blind with the king queen. What's up, BV? Cheers, thanks for being here. Yeah, I can't complain, Manistraw, on the 5th place score. I was really excited to have the sweat and to be able to play in that moment. Making deep runs in big tournaments is so fun. Getting to the final table and just being that close to it, it's so sweaty. It's literally so fun. It sucks losing, but it is so fun to play in those moments. All right, so we are going to, I'm actually going to jam. If I get ace-x to fold here, I think it's a win, versus me raising and then they jam the ace-6 offsuit. If I knew that, if I had to pick between them jamming the ace-6 offsuit or me getting them to fold it, I would pick the fold. I think, especially in this moment, short stack, pick up that. Such a pivotal stack. It would be different if I was on a different stack, but here it's kind of notable. Yo, what's up, One Mark? Ace queen for you, buddy. Let me see here. 20 bigs. Yeah. All right. 3-bet, hopefully getting in. It's gotten hotter the last couple of days, Mark, in Texas. A bit hotter here in San Antonio, but the couple of cool days was cool. And then at night, it's actually starting to get cooler. So it's been good, man. It's been good. Still hot in old AZ. What's your winters like in Arizona? Do you have cold winters? I'm not folding to the donk jam after I 3-bet them pre-flop like this. 2 overs, backdoor, straight draw. It's just not happening. So they have a jack and played it like this. Most people don't. Usually it's a draw. All right, we're gonna lose a big one here. 44 bigs. See ya. Going for a check raise here in the 55 750k flight versus this lead. Pick up some spades. They called. They might be pretty strong. I'm gonna go hit an ace. Are they calling with just ace king here? No. Versus bet raise? No, I don't think so. So they have something a bit more connected. Maybe an 8-9s. Yeah, I'm gonna bet again to shove. So basically, I gotta try to get 9s and 10s to fold here. This 55 flight, Vera Fish, Brazil. Okay, they will be capable of folding. Small sample, but they're winning a lot of showdown, so I think they are gonna see value. Able to let go of some hands. Good. Yeah, the Sosei player definitely seems strong for sure. They had a few nice scores there. Tussle. They had a few nice ones. Win the flip, please. 16 bigs. Get us back in this game. 54 minutes left to late Reggie. 3320k. We raise under the gun. We get 3-bet. We're going to call. Pocket 10s. $27 minutes until the start of the 6 max. So after this next break, everyone, I got 5 games up, so we got a spot open for that 6 max. Nice. You tagged the same, Thussle? Those colors? Yeah, I need a lot of help. So a long time ago, I had to develop some sort of a system to understand how I could quickly make adjustments, tag opponents and everything. And I remember I found out, it's Phil Hellmuth's book or something. Is he talking about player types, giraffe and like a dinosaur or something? I don't know. I didn't really connect with that, but I connected with the idea of we're creatures of habit. We fall into patterns, and there's, you know, definitely groups of poker players and a natural progression as we learn the game and kind of go into it that we fall through. Like, I've experienced the spectrum. I remember when I was a yellow tag player. I remember when I was an orange tag player. I remember, you know, being a red tag player, I guess, you know, or whatever the other colors. I remember what it feels like to go through those stages. I don't consider that a player is trying to exploit another player as a default, Steve L. I definitely don't consider it as a default. That's one of those things, innocent until proven guilty, but like thought to not be thinking until proven otherwise, basically. Like, I'm not going to assume people are making adjustments. I'm going to assume that players kind of have a pretty static strategy and that they're just falling to their habits a lot of the time. Even the good players, good players are as well, you know, like some solid ones are like that, but then you have the players who are paying close attention and they are making adjustments. Those are the ones that I will notice and end up tagging orange, and then maybe shark scope them, or somebody tells me like Thussle did, like, oh, that's actually a beast, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I know exactly what that means then. They're thinking. They're making some adjustments. They're doing some exploits. And usually I notice those exploits only when it's against me, because I have that pure kind of feel for the moment. But the yellow tags, I will tag yellow, even if they're not hands versus me. If I see them just consistently limping, or if I see the way they played a certain hand versus someone, I'm like, oh, okay. If it's really, really clear, and the yellow tag players that are making these a bit more passive mistakes, it's typically quite clear who they are and what they're doing. So you could like tag them from afar. The ones that get a bit more finicky is when they have some of the aggressive tendencies, because then now there are several categories that the aggressive tendency players can fall into. For me, you know, it could be, to keep it simple, like bad aggressive, good aggressive, and then like elite aggressive. Whereas the passive category player type for me is just passive. It all falls into the same category. It's easy to make an adjustment. But like, I guess that's kind of similar to Steve L for me, as far as some people players I will jump to conclusions about. Like a lot of people will argue, it's like, oh, you can't make really any reads with your HUD stats through like 100 hands, 200 hands, less than 500 hands, less than 1,000 hands. There is a good argument that that data isn't enough to be making decisions off of it. But there's definitely even smaller samples, like in a 50 hand sample, a 30 hand sample, somebody's limp percentage could just be an anomaly, right? And you know that this is not an aggressive opponent. This is a new player, a recreational player. If their limp percentage is at like 40% in 30 hands, we don't need 200 hands to make something of that. We don't need 1,000 hands to make something of that, because the aggressive, like elite players and aggressive regulars, are never through any sort of sample going to have, unless it's like a 3 or 5 hand sample, they're never going to have a limp percentage that's going to be that high, right? So we can actually learn a ton about that player in a very small amount of hands if we see them do certain things. Right? Like if I see in a 30 hand sample that somebody has a 20% 3-bet, I don't need to see many more hands to know that that's going to be an aggressive opponent. There's just not a natural distribution of cards that's going to have somebody 3-betting 20% in a 30 hand sample. That's just not aggressive. So I think there are times where we can really just jump to conclusions. Certain things, though, it's got to be very, very specific. There's times where I will look and I have 200-300 hands on someone and I'm just like completely indifferent about everything. And then props to them, because then their stats are just like, if we have people looking at our stats, or we're looking at HUD stats on someone and we just like immediately just feel indifferent, it's like, okay, bravo to you. Now we'll just play the game. You know, at that point we get no additional information. Really, I mean, if they're that balanced, obviously you know that they're going to be a good player, and you're going to take away still all those, you know, passive mistakes, characteristics, and whatnot. It's all very interesting to me. Fun to talk about too. I'm all in. Pocket fours in the last longer event. I'm still on my first bullet. I did get short, but then I doubled up. Oh, so that's not bad. One mark, 70s, 80s, but it's a dry heat though, right? What up, Carney? All right, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good day. Good luck if you're streaming. Wow, we got it through in a PKO as well. That might be some info here. I wonder. No, I'm kind of surprised they folded, actually. They must have just been super wide. What up, Goofy? How's it going today? Oh, you read the book? The Phil Hellmuth book? If I recall, he said, the hero should be an eagle. Scoop and snap up your prey. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a children's book. If what he says in that book is anything close to what you just said, can you imagine? Like, he was really just trying to, what, dumb it down if he's using examples like that? That's interesting. I need some like National Geographic voice or something put to that. Yeah, I didn't try to read it too hard, to be completely honest. But I remember I was just like, no, I'm going to do my own system. I don't want to try to learn someone else's system. Let me do this my way. All right, a little cheeky with this one here. But we should have the best hand. Yep, max value. What do they have? 8 high. See, this is something a passive player never does. Just based on that one hand, I can assume that they are at least aggressive. I'll look at their stats. 26, 29. Okay, aggressive, capable. Where they're from? Brazil, Russia, Russia. Might do something here. I'm not sure. Probably should just try to realize equity if they do bet. I could have the best hand here. I think I'm just bluff catching. So as far as Goofy, your question, let me see, about mistakes and playing against me directly. How much do I think the ACR Team Pro tag brings out of people? That's a cool question. I'm gonna call here. Committed to the bluff catch, especially I have red tag. They're going to be aggressive, capable. They're going to take advantage of these multi-way situations. Good check back on the turn by them. Max value. This is interesting dealing with the mini 3-bet. I'm going to just call. I got a good amount of hands on this player. Pretty reggy stats. And I do think that some people play back at me because of the Team Pro tag. I think that, generally speaking, I think that the aggressive type players, if they think you're a good player, they will try to muscle you for sure. And then the Team Pro badge, even if they don't think I'm good, I think that the players who think they are better than me will for sure try to push me around and get out of pots, and I have to get me out of pots, and I have to adjust my strategy for that. I think that more recreational players, the default instincts are going to be to try to avoid hands with me, maybe even overfold in some situations. So that is another thing to be conscious of and definitely think about. I think it's more. When I play live poker, I think that, especially cash games, it's really weird. But when I go over to the lodge and I'll play, like I've been playing these 1-2 games, I don't think I get the same action. It is more apparent the players that are fighting back at me because they think I know what I'm doing. Not that I don't, but they assume that I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thought in their mind. They're not like, oh, I know his tendencies and stuff like that. They're just like, oh, I think he's good. But they don't really know what good means. And there's it's a notable amount of the time if I'm sitting down playing and I have like all my ACR patches on, people will like table change, somebody will say something, and then I'm kind of like outed, and you know, some people will avoid pots with me, and it's mostly people will sometimes more so avoid pots with me. I can get away with, what I've noticed is I can get away with some cheeky bluffs in these like small pots that people won't fight for because they just don't want to deal. They assume the aggression is going to continue to come. I can get away with some like cheeky redlining. And then less of the time, but it's very, very noticeable when somebody is just trying to see what they could do versus the Team Pro, right? It's a very, very interesting thing. And again, that's just why I feel like this game is just so great. It's like there's just so many moving pieces, like so often. Like this is another like variable to consider within the game. It's just something always fresh. There's always something new to think about. It's very cool. Just got a nice bluff through here. Almost got shot. Hit him with the 1.5. All right, 3-bet queen 10 suited, small blind, hit top pair. We're going to continue betting. They're not going to be folding. Now heart comes in on the turn. We're going to go into this check call mode. And they're going to bet turn. They are going to fire river too a lot of the time. It sucks that the heart came in. They're going to have gotten there a lot. It's a good sizing. I am thinking about calling. Like it. I think they don't have any full houses here. I think I'm gonna bluff, jam. Oh, they blocked some. I don't really know what full house I have. The ace of hearts. Ooh, they hit the turn as well. Rough. Ran into it there. Looks like I tried to bluff the wrong opponent. Nice, Carney. Glad to hear that you're having a lot of fun on the stream, buddy. What's up there, Konstantinos? How are you, my friend? What's up there, Dyersville? Good to see you out in the chat. Yo, what up, AK Jordan? Good day, Karen. How are you? What is good? How are things? Chef Adam, welcome back. Thank you for the 55 months and the good lucks. Shout out to the chef. He's an OG. He is an OG. All right, looks like that's going to take us into the break. We're getting hit with a 3-bet and the 3350K. Then the 4-bet. I am not gonna get this in. BV, thanks for the sub on YouTube, by the way. I appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, everyone. We went through the last break. We had to catch up on stuff. But I'm gonna take a little bit of a walk. I will be back shortly. And we're doing not bad. We are actually, we're money bubble in the 55-50K. We're pretty close. So we do have a sweat developing. A couple bluffs gone wrong. One big gamble spot. We missed for 400 big blind stack early in one of our 109 events. That's the big update. In 15 minutes, 215 PKO6 max is going to pop off. and we're going to continue to grind. So I appreciate the company. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. Okay. Hope you had a good break. Let's get it. Goofy Hawk, thank you for the... Wait, subscribe for 6 months. A 6 banger. That's really cool. Thank you, Goofy. I'm glad you're on the stream. I look forward to at least minimum. Actually, it's the minimum's way bigger than that. But I'll be streaming, man. I'll be streaming for a while. It's going to be many, many years. You know, it's going to continue to go on. It's going to be old Bet on Drew one day. I'm going to change my Twitch name to. I appreciate the support. Glad you're enjoying. Let's make, nice, okay. Making it official. That's at least, so 6 months, Goofy Hawk. That's at least 2 seasons. 2 seasons of the league. You know, you might mess around and win. Get a better feel for the Wednesday night crowd, the league players, the whole vibe of it. You know, dig in. Okay, let me see here. Getting caught up on chat. Shout out to the lurkers out there. Constantinos, I am doing good. Thank you. Shout out to our YouTube watchers. I'm doing good. My brain now that I've looked at a new place, our lease is coming up in the townhome that we're renting right now. And yeah, it's time to start looking at places. So I went and looked at a spot earlier. It's a little bit more out of town, but we maybe get a little bit more bang for our buck because of that. So we're contemplating moves. But it was a good morning, and now we get to grind and play some online tournaments. Just focus on trying to compete. You know, make some runs. Hopefully, make some money, of course, for us. Anyone who's bought some action on these tournaments today. Broken Gaming, you like the recaps right before break? Yeah, I needed to recap that too, and I gotta be better. I feel like about doing recaps and kind of keeping people posted, especially if I have some action out. Because ideally, it would be nice if there was a way that I could better highlight. I have to think about it, that I could better highlight the tournaments, because I do have, like, you could see my hands that I have here, right? But as a viewer, if you bought action in a certain tournament, then I'm never going to know who buys action, right? But you guys will know which tournament you bought action. And if I could, like, somehow highlight it, make it more visible for you, you could look and see, oh, like my sweat, he has 75 blinds. Even something like that is like, oh, okay, cool, the sweat's going well. And then, of course, with the felt colors on the tables here, you can tell if I am in the money, not in the money, final table. So you can kind of get a snapshot and look like, oh, okay, here's, if you see gray, it's still in late registration. You know, we have the color code there. So you can kind of visually still, like, follow your sweats, which is important to me. So I don't know exactly what that is. But the updates, the breakdowns, you know, post break, like, oh, you know, I had a big bluff in this 3320K on the river where I was blocking some full houses, or I could have had it probably more than they did. No, I 3-bet from small blind, so I'm gonna have some ace 3 suited as well. They had ace 3 offsuit, they flatted there with c-bet flop turn trip. So that one was unfortunate, but I tried to move him off his hand when I thought that he could have very well had just a flush on a paired board and not the nut flush. He did have the nut flush with the ace. I actually would have thought the turn would have, most players would have raised, but he played it well and just called with the trip threes. So we lost a big stack. We went for it there. We do make our flush here in the 3320K, the aftermath of the bluff. They got a big stack. Hopefully they had a queen and could call, but they do not have a queen. I'm making a move. Still in late registration with this ace-10 suited. This is the last longer event. There's still 27 minutes. If you want to get into the last longer, it's 10 bucks. Send to me 10 bucks on ACR to bet on Drew if you want to get in the last longer. I'll get you added to the spreadsheet. You get a chance at winning OSS main event tickets. So there is a last longer leaderboard if you want to play with us. All right, so we got shot opportunities. We just need a 10. No spades, sadly. Now a king will do it. Not a 10. All right, so we're just going to re-enter. Last longer, it's only my second bullet. And the 6 max has begun, everyone. The 6 max has begun. Yeah, I was sweating this one. Nice. Hopefully the games went well, Machine Savage, on the Blitz games. I played chess in a minute. Have not in a minute. So I believe all of our action is up. Yep. Oh, we're gonna max late reg the 1654K. That's a nice one. Six is in the 6 max. We're gonna overcall big blind. Ooh, flop to set. We have flop to set, everyone. Pretty deep stacked. Okay, checks around. We're gonna have to bet here. Jeremy is not. Let's go. We're betting here. It's deep. I'm just gonna go 3/4. But yeah, the Texas card rooms are, you know what, Goofy, man? It's really a bunch of good people between the players and the people that I've met that play at these clubs and then also work at these clubs. There's a ton of pride from the players to the workers, and it is just a different poker experience because everything there is about the poker. It's not going into a casino, and you know what I mean? It's just different. Called twice here. I'm gonna size down a little bit. Actually not sure what I like. So yeah, whenever you do get a chance, it's an experience. Let me know if you come out to San Antonio. All right, so we do win a decent pot there, up to 117 blinds. Isolating pocket sevens, 12 from the money in the 55-50K OSS event. Short stack jam cut off for 4 bigs. We got 11, we're in there. We're dominated by jacks. We need an 8 on turn. 4 on the river. We do not get there. All right, we're down to 6.7. We still got some chips. Boski's here with 14 blinds. Riding the bubble as well. Karen, you sent for the 33? Let me see. I'm going to check. I think that's what you're saying here. I will check to see if anybody else needs to put on the last longer sheet. We're all in. Good luck, us. This hand's too strong from 7 bigs. Not going to try to get into the money that hard. Oh, okay, no, never mind. I don't see that, Karen. Okay, I'm going to take this spot. The stack depths are perfect in this 109. We got a raise, call, aggressive opponents, and a squeezer here. We got a cool hand, 47 blinds, still enough fold equity. It's kind of too nice. I'm going to go for it. I really like this spot. Getting past the initial player is a great result, and we're flipping for a big pop. Come on, baby. Win the flip. Win the flip. Give him his 10. Wow, what a brick. What a brick. Really nice setup there, though, and we're just not going to be dominated there, I think, too often. All right, we're out of the 109. Back to the 215. Raise pre, see bet flop. We're gonna barrel turn. Goofy, yeah, I mostly sell action on the ACR client, but if I'm doing live poker events and happen to be selling action, I have historically sold on Stake Kings, so you could check out my Stake Kings profile. I think there's a command in the chat. It might be exclamation point bet on Drew, actually. But I might sell a little bit on Poker Stake as well. At some point. So we'll see, we'll see. I would let you know, but the best way that you can bet on my games is going to be through the ACR client. I'll try to be better about posting in Discord and giving people heads up, but I have been actually, we have a bunch of players. If you want to sweat some people in the stream that usually kind of hang out, you can go to our Discord, exclamation point Discord in the chat, and then check out the staking available, and then people will post when they have action. So I try to post here right after I submit it. Hopefully we can hold. Max late Reggie, almost triple up. That was close. Last level of Reggie here in the last longer. So yeah, I do post there. All right, we're calling. All right, baby, hold, baby. Hold, baby. We held, baby. Nice, 29 bigs. All right, back to the 6 max. We flop a double gutty, call small blind to button open. Don't like that. Just gonna have an ace to most. They're gonna be checking back multi-ways here. All right, I think I'm just gonna check again. I'm not gonna try to start bluffing here. I feel like they have an ace here. Snap checking in this situation. With 3 people. We got aces. Trying to... Oh, this is it. Actually, we are out of late registration. Still going to shove this one. Yeah, they hit the 10 on me, man. Where's the jack on the river? Dang, dude. All right, it wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. All right, so we got 2 openings. Let me go ahead and confirm you, Karen, and I'll get you added to the sheet. Good luck, everybody, in the last longers. Oh, the old zinger on the river. I'm getting greedy. They called overbet on turn. And they snapped us off with the 2 pair. We get a bounty, baby. 50 bucks, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting some money back. You hear me? You're getting some money back. And we got a big stack. 216 blinds early in the 215 6 max. They were trapping us. The old 3x pot jam got called. What a glorious thing. Sick, let's go. About to check jam over here. They bet Senor Fish. I limp bet. Check the ace. I don't think they have an ace, but I think they are going to try to steal it. So good luck, us. I'm going for this. Let's go. We take those. We take those, my good friends. Okay. I got you, Facey. You are getting put on the sheet right now. Do you hear me? Facey Medusa. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Cool. All right. 3, Karen, 3. We need a diamond to stay alive in the 50K. Yeah, yeah. 15.6 blinds. Let's go. In the money now. So we've cashed OSS 56L. A little bit of max late Reggie worked out. Here is the updated last longer sheet now. Just added Karen to it. So we have 7 people in. And there is... If you're in the 3350K, you want to send in 10 bucks, try to win the last longer. 14 minutes left. By the time you hear this, it'll be about 10 minutes. If you want to get in. Currently, first place is going to get 3.5x. 3.5x. All right, so just some fun. The big thing with these last longers, if for those of you who are playing, we're giving away basically 6 OSS main event tickets, 109 tickets, and 215 tickets on the leaderboard here. You can see there's a bunch of places here, so it's going to be a lot of winners at this rate. Which is cool. Which is cool, man. What's up there, Mage PK? How are you? You think large Farv? It's one of those spots where, in like theory, it's probably one of those. That player, it was a good player. You saw they snapped it off. It's just one of those spots in a late position battle. Like you're just calling 10s and you're never like excited about it. But clearly that player was like very well studied. They knew like right away, like, okay, even if he jams here, I am calling because they expect, if they expect I'm not just playing like an absolute nit and I don't just have jacks, I'm sure they could fold 10s there. But maybe seeing that it was me and with the Team Pro badge, maybe they just automatically assume, oh, okay, he's capable. And then 10s just becomes a snap call because I am going to be jamming stuff like King Jack suited there. And it's such a good arrangement too. Like I said, with my stack size, like if he can just identify the situation the same way I identified the situation, which is why I jammed, then he just has to call because that hand's too strong for such a nice setup, right? I had like 48 blinds. Here, what did I have? I had King Jack of spades. Like this setup is just too nice, man. Like, and I'm sure he processed that. So then it's just an absolute snap call. Right, here it is. I found it. So the stack depths, raise, cutoff, small blind calls, or raise button, no. Okay, raise cutoff, button calls for 2 blinds from 40 bigs, and then small blind, capable opponent squeezes to 14, and then we have king jack suited here, 47 blinds. And it's just, it's so nice, man. It's such a good setup because I think we still definitely have fold equity. Like Large Farb said that he's surprised that he still called. This player's got 10s here. And yeah, that just kind of says to how nice of a spot this was, I think. And yeah, 49, almost 50 bigs, right? It's just, yeah, just against, it was just such a nice spot. It's an easy call for him with 10s. We're not folding to that turn. Too many double barrels that they have there now. That are like ace jack, whatever, you know, some draws. We're gonna be in a spot if they fire the river again. Tough situation, it's not easy. Is this player capable? US. Tighten the sample, I'm gonna fold. We're gonna call Jeff up here though on the 50K. He's jam button, we got 9s in the big blind. It's a flip! Oh my gosh, flipping versus Jeff. I can't look, man. Just, it is what it is. Oh, he turned it. He turned it, we're down to a blind. Down to a blind. Last level 8 reg, we raise cutoff. We get 3-bet, we're 4-bet jamming. The traces. How much time we actually got? 10 minutes, yep. And we're flipping. Win this flip then. Win this flip then. Counterfeited. Okay, we gotta call off the rest here. Queen 10 suited. Not a bad chip in a chair stack. Yeah, let's go, Karen. It'll be fun. Hopefully you can win a main event ticket through the last longer. All right, we need a Jaybird. Welcome back, Karen. Glad to have you be a part of this for the last 16 plus months. Appreciate the prime. Let's go. We need a Jaybird or a heart. Fitting to win what, 5 bigs? Hey, oh, same hand. Oh, chopping it up. Give me my 2.5. Chipping a chair, just 2.5x'd. Oh no, I didn't actually. Did I 0.6? I guess I doubled up. Dang, 8 Dewey? Next hand? Share your Satty hand, honey. What was it? Put it in the Discord or something. We can pull it up. Let's see if we have any poker hands. Actually, let's check some of the poker scores here. If you're not in our Discord, let's see what Wahoo Sun. Nice score to end the home game tonight. Oh, yeah. Wahoo Sun won an NL08 tournament. I didn't even know we had those. That is funny. GG's, man. Turns 33 bucks into over 500. Nice. So that's a awesome one. Love to see that. And some mixed gamies too. So if you want to show some love and check out some of the other hero scores, exclamation point Discord. We're all in at 3320K. Nice spot. 20 bigs. Raise call. All right. Nice pickup from 20 bigs. Pick up 6 bigs. Oh, here's one. We got a brag in the poker hand section of the Discord. Let's see what it is. Didn't actually win any prize. Squeezes the queens, called twice, flops queens full. Checks around on the old flop. Call quads, nice. Get called? No, but that does look good slow riding. Thank you, good sir. 1.5 blinds. We have the king 9 offsuit. It is folded to us. Dreamy situation, kind of. Come on, baby. Chip in a chair. Let's have the spin up. No, we don't have any last longer for those ones, Carney. Those are going to be a bit more difficult to track. We're trying to do it on like a per day basis, so it could be done that day. Yeah, 4 bigs. We're up to 5 bigs. We're doing this. We are actually doing this. I wasn't sure at first, but now I'm sure. We're spinning the stack up. We're going to get heads up versus Boski in this one. Yep, we're getting heads up versus Boski in this one, baby. All right, this is huge. This is huge, baby, for the triple. This is what solidifies the comeback right here, is winning this pot. Come on, ace 5 of hearts. Let's go, baby. Ace is live. We need the ace or a 4. We need the ace or a 4 non-diamond. Come on, man. The jacks win. My dreams. And the 55 at 50K are over. Unbelievable. 81.57. I think it's profits, but I'm pretty sure only in that for 1. We're all in 15 bigs. King Jack suited. Last level late Reggie. Oh wow. Got it through. Well, aren't you darn tootin'? Okay. Let's see. What is late Reggie? Max late Reggie to 6K? Okay. And we got satellites for the 630, 109 tickets. Flight of the 55, 75K. Big Poker Thursdays, the $11, 12.5. We're getting that now. It's a PKO, right? The 33 10K PKO, we will play that. Things are still going good in the 6 max. We got 161 blinds. 3rd of 67. Off to a hot start. Still 2 hours of late Reggie. We do have 1 bounty so far. If you bought some action, this 215.40K. We picked up one $50 bounty. What's up, there, K? Black Vinograd. How are you? Do I want to gamble here for a stack? That is the question. Not here. Here. Versus the just jam 17. Ukraine. Okay, easy jam over the limps with ace 4 diamonds. This one I like much, much more. We got called off by the 5-6. Okay, so they're here to gamble. Respect. Good news, good news. Call Jeff's 3-bet pre. He bet. We're gonna fold. Jeffrey William Wallace Boski. That's what they call him. Friend of stream here. What up, Dean Old? If you happen to be out there. TRT Vitor has won the Venom. This is a good player. We're not betting with any intentions of folding there. Not to the first check raise. We got a hand. We flopped an open-ended here. Checks around. I am going to play this aggressive. Now that they've all... Let me see. Do I want to go like this? What is this? PKO? Yeah. What's up, BN Willia? How are you? Good luck to you too, buddy. All right, we're going to take this one down. What day is it? Thursday? Thursday? Hope you're having a good week. BN Willia, good to see you out there. Good luck if you're hopping on the grind with us. Time is it 4:30, 5:30 East Coast. Most people are home out and about, probably digging in the grind. I guess if you are playing today. Not too much to report from my end right now. Like I said, we talked about we had one big bluff so far, didn't work. We had a really big hero call. And one of our other tournaments didn't work. On the other side of that, we had a really big hand in the 215 6-max PKO where we overbet jam. We like 1.5x turn and then like 3x jam river versus 2 pair when we got there with our gut shot. And that was nice. Cashed 50K. We've been playing for only about 2 hours now. So cashing that 50K was nice. To already have a sweat like 2 hours in. Then we did bust. Boski won the flip. And now we have 6 games up. We got the $11 12.5K. Top row left to right. Then we got the $8 6K. $33 OSS. This is the last longer. We have 24 blinds. Then we have the 33 20K. We're all in right now with this 10 bigs with the 9s versus open call and small blind. We've got the 215 6-max. Like I said, we're doing well, but it's still early. We got the 33 10K PKO early in this one as well. Still a little over 2 hours of reg. You know, it's funny. We're going to get it all in here versus Marcel, friend of stream. What up, Marcel? What up, Mac Dre? We're just running good. Last time we played against Marcel, we were just running good, man. Let's see if we're still running good versus him. If we counterfeit him, for sure. Okay, okay. That run good versus Marcel seems to be over. We're gonna have to re-enter. That was oh, I didn't even know that was post late reg. Oh, I feel silly. Good luck us. 33 20k, 13 blinds. We're all in with ace jack. Wow, jammed twice here in spots I definitely thought we were getting called, but we didn't. I'm gonna jam again. I mean, they've literally been folding so much. It's kind of crazy at this point. Okay, well, we got it in good here, so I'm still kind of happy with that. But we got outdrawn on the flop. We need an ace. I can't remember how many bullets we sold for this one. Okay, we're still in. This is our second bullet. Investees. We couldn't get back to Jeff's table. What's up, Miss Vice Chick? At our table, in the $11, 12.5k. Good luck, good luck. Good to see you out there. All right, so we have a space open. What is next? Another flight. Some of these ones are bigger. 215, 22. Yeah. Oh, it's $11 PKO turbo. 750. Holla at your boy. Or 960k. That's a nice one. I'm gonna get in this 750, man. It's kind of the outside of the Saudis, something that's enticing me. What's up, El Nino? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. What's up, Nudist? Good luck, good luck. Thank you, buddy. I hope so. Not too much momentum so far today. It is still relatively early, but we did get a bit of a later start than we would have liked. There was a bunch of stuff earlier in the day on the OSS schedule that was like really, really nice. I would have played a bunch of it. Friend of stream here, my mom. What up? Yeah, I actually can't believe it's 440 already. Queen's here, second bullet of the 3320k, OSS 61L. Good flop for us. Not a terrible board for them. I'm going to try to get a check raise in versus this specific player. Hopefully my orange tag is correct. Let's go 12. That puts another 21. I think it's set up okay. I'm going to try to play it fast for a turn jam. Raise pre with the king queen and the 6 max. Denote flats button. 7-7 deuce. I'm gonna call 1. Queen, seemingly good card. Unless he has a7, 6-7 suited. He's gonna have an ace here, like an ace jack, and it's gonna be sad sometimes. Raise pre. Miss vice check checks. We flop pretty nice. We have a hand that is gonna benefit from playing aggressively. So I'm going to, she's got 11-2. Yeah, I'm gonna pump the brakes. I think that most players are gonna get raised flop when they have a queen. So not thinking I'm up against the queen. We'll go for the 2x pot jam there. Big pot developing at 33-10K with 3-bet pre. This player called out of position. I got a big stack. I am going to continue to try to just value town them. I did think about jamming for a second, but I don't mind. I think you're giving them a good price. Okay, we're not folding if they have queen jack. Bravo, nice hand. That's where we can go. Huge pot there in the 33-10K, up to 109 blinds. Good sizing on the turn. I think that induced a bluff. And we're calling off here for a bounty. They defend a big blind, short stacked. They had like 4 blinds. So I'm not folding ace-8 when I hit a pair versus short stack. So nice hand to them. 3350K. Post late Reggie. What's the update on everyone? I got 20 bigs in the last longer. Who's still in it? Type your current position as you hear this. If you're in the last longer. We will be calling off with pocket 8s or getting it in. So here's another thing, Steve Al, since it was brought up earlier and we were talking about it, kind of now it's on my mind. This is a situation where seeing this 3-bet size versus my stack, I'm going to immediately assume that this is a recreational player of some sort. They're completely disregarding the concept of kind of choosing their bet sizing alongside my stack. They're literally just hitting a button. It's way too big. This is just a recreational player, and I think we can jump to a bunch of conclusions. We're going to be dominated here sometimes, but mostly it's ace, king, ace, queen, I think. Flop a set. But they're going to probably play their jacks the same way, so that's why I was like, ah. Thankfully, though, we win this flip, 36 bigs. Very good, very good. Sorry, everyone. I had to take down we had a lodge post up. The mystery bounty, by the way, for those of you who don't know, if you're here in San Antonio, the mystery bounty is not Saturday anymore. The mystery bounty is now going to be Friday, tomorrow night at the club, the 20K mystery bounty. And Saturday is going to be a new tournament. Saturday is going to be a $50 2K guaranteed. So the mystery bounty is tomorrow. This is weird here. I check raise flop versus this specific player. Ace comes on the turn. I'm not giving them credit for an ace. So I think they have like 7s or 8s. I'm actually utilizing this ace to have them think I'm bluffing more. I'm going to jam full pot. That was the plan anyway, though this looks like a scare card. I think I'm still going to get called by certain hands. So I'm going max value. I think it could help my case. And they did actually hit the ace. I did check raise the right player based on my reasonings initially. But we run into it there. I think they have 7s and 8s the same there, and then they call. Good luck. We are. I'm meant to be all in here with this ace queen. Misclicked. Okay, I am back. Just needed to make sure that post was down. So yeah, mystery bounty at the lodge tomorrow is, or that was supposed to be Saturday, is now tomorrow night. So big heads up on that. Tell your friends, share the post. It's posted on the Lodge San Antonio social medias. Oh, I wanted Kung Fu noodles today, El Nino. On my way back from checking out that potential new place, new spot to kind of set up the digs, I was like, oh man, if I go past Kung Fu noodle and I see it, I'm going. I was craving the dumplings. Somebody asked last night in the chat about dumplings, and now it's been on my mind, and they have really good ones. We're going to 3-piece here. B and Willia, I bagged the 100K, the $2.50 one. I am struggling bagging the 200K and the 750K. I've definitely fired 5 to 10 bullets in each of those already. But I'm gonna keep trying. Here and there, since they're running every like 2 hours or whatever it is. Kind of when I need a game and I'm looking for something right now, that's kind of going to be my flow. If there's not something with like a big guarantee or some sort of specific tournament that I want to play and I have a spot open, I'm going to slide some of those day ones in. Juco's outed the last longer. Thank you, Juco, for the update. GG's. I've updated the sheet. Yeah, that's another example, Teddy. I do think that's quite telling. Anybody jamming 40 bigs into an unraised pot. Definitely going to be a strong tell. Bobby B out of the last longer. What's up, Bobby? I don't know if I missed you earlier. Good to see you, bro. Rank kings and aces. That's booty. All right, I'm going to stalk the lobby. We're going to raise here with ace jack versus the limp. see if Boski and Party are still in this in the last longer. All right, seems like a pretty dead run out. They're not going to have aces or queens. They're not going to have ace king. They limped 2, so I think it's much more they're going to have like an ace 8 suited type of hand, maybe a king queen suited if they think I'm bluffing. Maybe they had king 10, jack 10 as well. Considering the fact that they limped, I'm not going to be overly confident that they're going to be bluff betting the river with like their missed jack 10 or king 10. So I think I'm just going to go for it. Try to get max value from like the ace 10, ace 8 suited, ace 5 suited hands. There's a bounty tournament as well. They didn't snap, so that's good news for us. Do pick up a nice spot though. Okay, let me see here. I'll try to peek at the lobby. So I am still in the last longer. I got 36 bigs. We're doing decent. Let's take Ginger, I believe, is out. She mentioned that earlier. She is. And then we have EFG, Facey. Let's see how Facey is doing right now. Facey Medusa still in $56 in bounties. Let's friggin' go. Then we got HIJK Pards. Let's see, Hannah is out. Oh, did Hannah send? Hannah didn't send for today. Let's see, J Pards is still in. J Pards is still in. Looks like he's got a decent stack. And then let me see who else. The Boski. That's it. THE. The Broski. He's still in as well. 367,000 chips. Okay. So it's me, J Pards, Boski, and Facey. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to take us just about to the break. We have one more hand actually in the $11 12.5K. Uno más. A limp, we will raise it. All right, and then we're going to take a break right after this. Ah, jammed on. See ya. All right, everyone, enjoy your breaks. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let's get it. Hope you had a good break. We're entering hour 2.5. Hour 2.5. I guess that's the thing. Feels like our third hour playing, so because we came in before the one break there. I am going to call off the threes. This is a gamble call for sure. Threes have been good though, based on current trends. Threes have been good. Okay, so we got an aggro jammer going for booties. Dig it. This is something that passive players don't do, so I'm going to immediately give them the aggro capable tag. 40 bigs, let's go. We won the flip. Threes have been good. Nice, Karen. You're stocking the loggy. Ginger's out. Yep, we got Ginger out. So it is just me, you, Boski, and the old J-Pards. Thanks for watching, everyone, on Twitch and YouTube. Basically playing OSS events today. What else? Kind of the regular schedule. Definitely some more OSS events. We did get it started a little bit later than I initially wanted to for today's stream. But that is, it's all good. We did taste the money. Final 156 in the an early OSS event that we got to max late reg. What's up there, Mr. Bino? How are you? What's up, Brad? Thank you, gentlemen. Good lucks. Good lucks. Good lucks, gentlemen. We got pocket tens. Pretty chill grind for us today, though, I would say. I got some chill jazz tunes on in the background. You guys are rocking the minimal house. 3-bet here. How do I want to go about this? Let's go there. Not folding if they jam. Schlemazel from Portugal. Okay. We call. Good luck us in this $11 turbo. Flipping. Flipping. Gotta win your flippies. We've done it. Good news. And we get a bounty up to 61 bigs. Back to the 6 max. Decent flop for us. We hit no overcard board. I mean, the 9 is an overcard, of course. But there's way worse boards when we don't hit a 7. Okay, TRT is going to have overs here, I think, a lot of the time. We're going to continue to bet. And what sucks here is that some of those overs just got there. Just got unlucky here. Ace Queen versus Ace Jack versus the shorty for a $15 bounty. Still got 26 bigs. Here, we've called down this player. They're jamming. Big pot. We have 2 pair. We call. They have a better 2 pair. So huge pot there, man. We started that hand with 61 blinds. We just won a big one. That hurts. We got to the 9s now. Jay Smackers, another friend of stream at the table. Really good player. What up, sir? Shout out to that Bread, though. Make sure you check out his stream as well. We rated Bread last night, maybe? Night before, something like that. This is our biggest tournament we got up right now. This 215 buy-in, the 6 max. Progressive knockout. Second in chips at the table, so we do have an opportunity for some bounties. This is not going to be a big field event, so this could get sweaty relatively quick. Hour and a half of late reg still, though. What up, Gumla? Thanks for the stream streak. Good to see you out there. Good to see you, good sir. Decent situation here. We got the spades on the flop. Multi-ways. I'm going to start betting. See if we can thin the field a little bit. Two calls. I'm going to pump. I'm going to go with a check now. Thanks, Toron. Appreciate it. I love this shirt, man. This is probably my favorite shirt right now. I like being able to breathe. This also has like a nice design. I like being able to breathe, but have the hoodie option because my ears get cold. And this one just has like some nice designs on it. And it's kind of like casual, but sporty at the same time. Yeah, love it. Call and hit a 10, and versus an aggressive opponent here, we're just going to have to pay off this next bet a lot of the time. And this 3310K. I got a red tag, seem fairly aggressive, and actually they're might adjust. Their stuff is actually not fully. This is kind of weird now, actually, because they're a little bit more closer to like orangey tag. I'm going to take a second, but honestly, it's kind of like, theoretically, I would just have to call here a lot. I hate the stats I have because they're only betting the river 22% of the time and they're winning 61%. They're just like too honest on the river. But now I just improved. It's like really tough. Theory, I could just justify this call. I'm just thinking of, yeah, I just don't think I can fold. Gosh, it's kind of painful. Two pair. Oh, they oh, see, here's something too. They flat 7-8 offsuit, so this is, we're just going to immediately change the tag. Let me just double check, make sure here. I have king 10 suited. You see what I mean? We did. I think we did have enough information to find that fold. I think we did have enough information to find that fold. What did I have king 10 suited? And they flatted 7-8 offsuit. Like that is a sign. Let me see. Yeah, they flatted 7-8 offsuit. Okay, yeah. So we don't even really need to look into that anymore. Like we've seen all we need to know how to approach from there. Thanks for the gifted sub, whoever that was. Who was that? Ooh, broski to that bread, though. Thanks, broski. All right, we got 10s here. Blind versus blind. Versus D-Nold. We do cover. All right, we got a pretty good diamond over pair to the board. We won a hand here in the bounty. It was very good. So we've captured a couple bounties in this $11. 15 minutes left to late Reggie. Gosh, man. I've got 500 hands on the player, but the tag was, if I was basing my call here on this player just a little bit ago when my hand improved and missed a flush draw, if it's red, I just call. If I look at and their tag says Brazil or Russia, I just call. And I save more of my breath. But we have adjusted now. This game is about adjusting. We need to make an adjustment there. Flops a set of sixes over here in the 3320K. Is this part of the investor sweats? Gotta love the turn. 8 is a straight now. Can I start value betting? I'd like to think so. Can I still value bet? Question is, how often do they have an 8 when they just check call? I decide if I'm going to value bet. Good bet by them. Now I just call. I can't raise. This is a good bet. Do they have 2 pair here bet? I actually do think that they will have 2 pair bet here and then want to. I've been getting too greedy, so I'm going to just call. I'm kind of committed to not getting too greedy right now. But I want to raise here because when I see 2 pair, I'm going to be a bit sad. Okay, I'm glad I didn't get greedy. I'm glad I didn't get greedy. Especially since they have a red tag. They would understand well enough to, I think, use a block bet there. What's up, NRU? Hanging out on YouTube. Good to have you here after so many years. We just had King Jack suited here. I didn't like that this raise was versus this under the gun stack size with a bunch of callers. It's not really big. It's almost, you want to make sure to leave us think that we had some fold equity. They're from Brazil. US, TRT, Vitor. We got a fun one here. Flopped open-ended straight and flush draw. We will be playing for all of it if they bet. If they allow for us to. What's up there, Corvette Racer? Friend of stream here, Richard Beast Mode. Three bet with the queen jack suited. Of course, we hate three bet folding it here, but we're going to be in rough shape when they jam on us here. Would rather get heads up versus overcall. Part of me does hurt a little bit, but I like that play the most. I think? No, I don't mind calling too, actually. I like it there the most. How's that? Ace King alert on the $11 12.5K. Big Poker Thursdays. What's up, ACR Vince James? We appreciate you. You know what, man? You know what? ACR Vince James, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too, man. This Ace King double ups for you here, buddy. Check it out. Uno, dos, tres. Oh boy. We're gonna work for this one. We're going to work for this one, chat. There you go. Friend of stream over here. I'm going to tilt you. All in 20 bigs over the jam in the 3340K. Cheeky 3-bet here in the 3320K. See if we can get this one through. Yes, sir. All right, let's get a lobby update on our last longer. I'm down to 15 blinds. We're approaching the money. Let's see. Last I saw, it was me, Boski, J Pards, and Facey. And she is sweating it as well. So let's go ahead and check out Facey first. Facey Medusa, 370K. How many chips do I have? So we're around the same. I got 306K. Let me see. J Pards. He is 786. He's got a nice stack. So he's got 30, 40 some blinds. Did not flop a set here. I am going to be in a spot with this stack depth. Let's check raise. No check raise yet. All right, this turn works for us. I might turn my hand into a bluff here to try to get a 9, a 5, and a jack to fold. Question is, how do I do it? 2.85, 3 blinds, put 6 out there, 6, 11. I still have fold equity. I'm going to go here. Half pot jam river. I'm committed to it, man. Oh, word. I was about to jam. See how they blew it for themselves here? Can't find any bluffs either. It would be sick. Even some of their bluffs, if they're turning queen 10 into a bluff, they're beating me. Let's peep the Boski. What is he sitting on? PQRSD. The Boski has. Uh-oh. Did the Broski? He did not. He's still live. He's got the same stack as us. 10, 15 blinds for me, Boski, and Facey. And John J. Pards has a nice stack, 30 blinds. We're all with the jacks. So nothing's changed yet, Mr. Bino in Brazil, huh? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of tickets and giveaways. Hopefully you're still playing in the home game and hanging out on Wednesday nights at least. Trying to get some of that value. Getting relatively close to the money. We're about 40 spots away. I think it's going to come up quick. I'm not going to turn on my blue felt yet, though. But yeah, on topic to what Mr. Bino's talking about, biggest month of the year to win tickets on Twitter and all that. There are some ways that if you are playing on ACR or you're new, that you can. It's a bit of a grind, I would say. Like if you have the time and the focus, and maybe you don't want to deposit, put money online to play. There's a lot of opportunities and ways you can win tickets, and I'll tell you how now. So one of the ways is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Twitch ACR channel. It's ACR_PKR. If you watch the show, Justin Kelly, aka Fat Train, he gives away a ton of tickets on that show, and it airs noon West Coast time, and it goes for hour and a half. The show. Train does a bunch of segments, gives away tickets. It's very interactive with the chat. It's a great show. It's a great stream. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, make sure that you check that out. We have a command in the chat. We'll have Ghost, if he's around, he'll drop the link for it real quick so you can check it out. So that's one way if you're trying to capitalize. And then another way that you can capitalize on getting tickets is, well, entries, free play on ACR. Show up to my home game league on Wednesday nights, 15 minutes before 8 p.m. I'll usually be live 7:45 East Coast time. And then I give away 4 entries in the $11 freeze out, 4 entries in the $5 PKO, and then 4 entries in the $2.20 pot limit Omaha game. Another way that you can get on and win a bunch of tickets is follow the ACR Team Online, the Stormers, and the Team Pros on Twitter, which is what Mr. Bino is talking about. Twitter and Instagram, as long as you're following the ACR accounts and the ACR ambassador accounts, you're going to have a lot of opportunities as long as you're just paying attention to what we're all posting. There's going to be shots at winning tickets. If you don't have ACR Poker yet, and you're interested, you want to start with the free rolls, you want to maybe start your journey down that path that I just mentioned to you, you can go to betondrew.com, just like my name is, .com. Click the download ACR Poker button, and it will bring you to this page right here. And you select Windows or Mac, boom, boom, then you're in. Raise the queens, get called. Jack high flop, good news. We're going to bet. I'm going to go with the bigger sizing, targeting this player's assumed calling tendencies. So we're going to miss. Nothing has been happening in the 6 max. Blinds have just gone up a little bit. We got 40 blinds. We still cover 2 players at the table. Let's go, Karen. You can get it back. I believe. Raise the jacks here from 20. We got 1 minute left of registration. I'm going to do something a little absurd. I'm going to jam here. I don't think they're going to be able to fold any pairs. There's not a lot of time on the time bank, so I actually need to win or lose here so I can rebuy. So this decision to jam here is strategic alongside the clock. Okay, great news. We win a huge pot versus sevens. Okay, I love it. And then now we're down to 30 seconds. So had we busted, we would still have time to get back in. And here we are. Now I'm just going to switch to late reg is fully over. Red felt. What's up, Farv? Thank you, brother. Good luck to you, too. Lurking and working, man. Lurking and working. Yeah, see this hand? Look, now late reg is over. So I really had to... That was the only hand I would get to like try and double up big or be able to re-reg. Overcall queen 10, brick here a bit. All right, I'm just gonna let that one go. And let's focus on the 6 max. We had a short stack over here. They got 9 blinds, $50 bounty. Keep an eye on that. It's going to be very, very important to the way we play some hands and the way that our opponents are going to play some hands and the spots that are going to come up, especially 6-handed. Welcome back, Kyle Anderson, Mr. Man himself. What's up, buddy? Dropping the 47 months. I appreciate you. I have been good. It looks like you've been crushing, Kyle. I watch you on the old social media. Looks like you're stepping in the pitches, bro. I love to see it. Thank you, thank you. Good luck in your grind as well. Shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Anderson, the one and only. One of my good Canadian friends. Yeah, you know, Kyle. We're just out here hunting. Boom, 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 boom. Trying to make some good decisions. Trying to run a little above average. Taking a shot here and there. You know, man. Living life. Thanks for the shout out, Ghost. Appreciate that. All right, small blind raise. We have the ACR. I'm actually going to, I wonder if he'll fold if I raise. We haven't tested him here on this front yet. Versus flatting. I like that result. Interesting situation here. This player opened a 4.5x. Queen comes on the flop. I imagine they're just... Well, I think we have the best hand. I think they're going to call with jacks. Or king high. Whoa. 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 Okay, we can easily throw that tag on there. Here we are going to... I'm actually going to flat. Give Deanold a chance to jam. We're gonna bluff catch. Haha, Ray Integrity. I like the way you spelled his name. Kyle. That is correct. Huh, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna go block bet. Third. Small bet. I don't know if this block bet is a value bet. 33.20k everyone. We jammed 17 blinds, small blind versus button, ran into ace king, and we're going to lose the flip. No call here on this one. All in the last longer. 33.50k. Pocket nines, 8 bigs. We cannot get back into that 33.20k. We have exhausted all of our bullets. Wow, John went out too. I'll have to check the old lobby again here. I'm all in right now. Pacey Medusa, are you still in there? Oh, they got called by 10-3? Oh, in your face, baby. I got called by 10-3? What a lucky guy on that river, huh? All right, let me see here now. Let's check Facey. Okay, Facey's got 269k. I have 456 now after getting lucky. Let's see if J Pards did bust. Okay, so J Pards did bust. Confirmed. Good luck us squeezing here in the $11 12.5k. Let's see how the Boski is doing. He's still in it. He's got 218k. So now after me spiking that 9 on the river here, I have the biggest stack. 2x Facey and Broski. It is weird, Ghost, on YouTube, the lag on the command. Wow, I'm calling, man. I don't care about this last longer. I don't care if I'm 2x above them. Imagine I win this tournament, bro. Don't do it. Beautiful situation. Beautiful situation. Okay, we are now out. So it's between the Broski and the Medusa. Painful. Don't like that. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Not a fan, my friends. Not a fan. Looks like I'm going to get third place money in the last longer, though. So I'm going to get my buy-in back. As long as we were accurate with the record keeping. I won yesterday's last longer, or Tuesday's last longer. Here are the finishing places. It was down to me and Fleetfoot. So everybody has been paid here. Here's the first last longer we did. Juco ended up winning that one. Getting the top payout. These are fun, actually. Fun little side stuff. When's the last time you heard from Tyler, TSB? We communicate fairly often. The way Tyler and I communicate is through Instagram Reels. So that's how I know he's doing good and he's still like live and kicking, doing his thing. But he's just focusing on the grind. He's last I remember us talking about it, I think he was still driving like part-time Uber and stuff just to kind of mix up the days, and he's still working on kind of finding that flow. But I think Tyler is from this last summer we got to talk a little bit. I think he's pretty close to figuring it out, kind of finding that flow. But he's got some hurdles and some things he has to work through and kind of figure out the equations a bit more. But gosh, I'm he's just a good friend, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm always just wanting to see him do good, you know? It's one of those guys you just want to see happy, right? Oh my gosh, this fight. Yes, Kyle, the fight. We were talking about it yesterday. Actually, last 2 streams it's come up. The fights. And yeah, super excited. A lot of hype around it. Sugar's biggest test. After some rambling, I finally got to the point yesterday talking about the fights where I was like, man, you know what? I'm not rooting against either of these guys. They both kind of have cool stories. They're super athletic, good fighters. Now they're just going to be butting heads. And I don't the real question is Merab going to be able to get into his range, or if he's going to have to, like, is that Energizer Bunny stuff that he has going on, is he going to be able to get inside and close to O'Malley? Really feels like it's going to be the question. Is he going to be able to overwhelm him with his energy like he has other fighters? It's gosh, we'll see. We'll see, because he has been able to just swarm people, like even just the Henry Cejudo fight, right? Like, he's been able to swarm people just like crazy, like. So, man, could he be the one to kind of get like really close, I feel like, to O'Malley? Then again, Sean is so good at like fighting from and setting his distance, I feel like. Gosh, it's going to be so good. Opening the button ace-9, we will call small blind jam. He's got 15 blinds. And we got a shot at a bounty. Everyone, if you got some action in this, put your fingers together. Put your fingers together. I actually don't even know what that means. Cross your fingers. We flop pretty strong. Wow, I was going to be so sad if it went jack-jack. All right, we're going to pick up another $50 bounty. So that's some money for you all to chat. Now we're up to 57 bigs. Good news, good news. Front stream up here, Tugger Nuts in the $11. Limps under the gun. We're going to make it 5. Calls, we're going to bet, and we're going to try to... Tugger Nuts might play fast with the queen here, but otherwise we're going to try to get him to fold some small pairs, even though I'm starting to hate that idea on this board. Now with the 5. We beat ace-jack suited, ace-10 suited. Does Tugger Nuts have a bluff here? I don't know. We're going to fold. They're going to win. Oh, wow. Look, Daddy-O's at our table in the 215 OSS event. Crypto Daddy-O. Shout out to the MetaFans. Make sure you check out the MetaFans NFT. Daddy-O is running that project currently, bringing it back to life. They're doing a lot of great stuff with it. They give free entries into my Wednesday home games every week. They're doing a bunch of sports squares where you can win some money, just being part of a fun community and, you know, hype community. They've been around for some time. There's money in the project. Things are good for the meta fans. So we'll drop a link in the chat. Make sure you check out the Discord if you want to learn more. Queen's in 215 6 max. Just as we start talking about it, we get move tables. Yeah, large Farv. The Instagram reel sharing. It's like an easy way to kind of keep in touch with everyone. Funny way too. I think what I want to do here, 3 ways at the stack depth. I am going to continue. Let's just keep it continue, go from there. All right. This is interesting because it's not heads up. If this happened to be heads up, maybe I call, just go from there. But this is a situation where I might look to jam with all the draws out here. I'm not going to be putting this person on a big hand too often. This stack depth shot at a $75 bounty. Should be raising some of their 10x. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get it in here, chat. Hopefully they got Jack 10. Ah, set of deuces. We need a jack. Sometimes poker is not fun. Such a wet board as well. They just have so many other hands that they're probably going to get in there with. What's up, Adam Puck? How are you? Chap, totally agree. Good dude for sure. Oh, nice, Ghost. You're sharing. We get a lot of Ghost and I share a lot of. He knows the food stuff to send. All right, defend big blind with the king 9. I'm gonna stop and go, especially with the bounty. I'm actually gonna jam here to try to get called by worse. I don't think they're folding a jack or an 8. All right, so now we just gotta hold. My gosh. All right, well, we're not out of the 215, sadly. That was painful. The stack depth with the set of deuces and everything, it's just like the board texture, it's unlucky. Feels mostly unlucky. That was multi-weight too. We got aces in the $11 big poker. Yeah. What up, Chassis? How you been, man? All right, big pot. Good luck, us. Aces, queens, and the jack 10 off. Wow, I literally just busted, I feel like 3 tournaments in very sad fashion. Can I win this ace high for a bounty? Ace 8, ace 6. I'm actually not getting back in. I'm kind of getting my, you know what, kicked in. We lose that one. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is actually a bubble situation. 14 left, 10 are paid. What's first? About $1.50. You know, I'm not really tilted or anything. This is how just poker goes. Sometimes you can only have those things happen so many times and like let it really bother you before you're like, oh, right? It's just the way it is. But also, wow. 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 But also you sometimes kind of know when it's not your night or something, right? Oh, speaking of Tyler, look, Tyler's right here. What are the odds here? Come up to our table. We actually got a bunch of heroes here. Tyler, Toe Tag, Clout. You know, that's one of the things too. Sometimes, you know, it is not your day, man. Dang. I gotta vibe out for a minute, see if I'm gonna load more games. Hang on a second, everyone. I gotta call. This is about our house. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, large fart. No worries. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not really that upset. I kind of recognize a little bit when you're running bad, and I could just load more games, push through it, you know, especially if it's not bothering me. But I kind of, in these moments, sometimes it's like, you know, those gamblers that I'm going to say, I feel like it's primarily like Asian gamblers, right? I'm going to gamble here, speaking of. Where they kind of like play by feel, like they have superstitions, like you got to play this number, you got to play this number, like, oh, the time is wrong, the weather's wrong, like this is an unlucky time, no fourth floors, like all of this stuff. Shout out to TSB, by the way, handsome man. I play into that a little bit, honestly. I do, and kind of the way things are going, oh, I'm not running good right now, it's not going to happen. And, you know, it's always felt like it's led me into an okay place, so I don't mind kind of vibing out on that instinct. It just feels like, I don't know how much better this session's going to go. Or if I'm going to, you know, push myself to the point where then I do start to play a little bit too gambly. I don't think this hand here was a little bit too gambly, by the way. Time to buy a lotto ticket? I don't know if that's the play, man. Not time to buy a lotto ticket. Not yet. What's up, Dr. Ben? What's good? Good to see you out there. It happens, though. I can't complain, but I understand where you're coming from, Ship It. We can, honestly, it's not even worth the energy saying like that. Our energy, right? Because we just don't get anything back from it, thinking that it's RNG, because even though I just ran pretty, just like suboptimal, honestly, in the last like 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, I've ran good in some other spots too, you know, and I've had this year, the last 2 Venoms, or I guess the only 2 Venoms we've had this year, right? Has there already been 3 Venoms this year? 3, 3, 3. Oh, maybe there's already been 3 this year. Yeah, because then there would be another one. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I've had some nice scores in both of those already, and poker variant just is what it is. I was in a big spot the other day, final 2 tables of the Rounder Cup, get in kings versus ace jack, and you know what happens on the river. It's an ace, and then I get the same feeling that some of you are emotionally closer to than I. It's like, oh, why is this game so cruel, man? Why is it? Why does it have to happen there? And he was a short stack too. I was like, oh, everything was perfect. That would have brought us to the final table. Did we go unofficial? We wait for 9. I actually can't remember now in this moment. But you know, we want to think that, and it's like, oh, it's just so out of our control. It's so easy to think those things. But man, this game has been the same cruel game and awesome game at times that it is. And yeah, I understand that it's an emotional game, but it's just RNG. It's just RNG. We got RN Jacks. No, so that was, like I said, I am gonna play a big pot here, everyone, because this is my last game. So let's see if we spin up huge. Or we jam in and that's it. Yeah, but we are contemplating leaving, and that was actually our current place. Because I went to her today after looking at a place. I was like, hey, you know, this is what's happening. I'm not trying to leverage you or anything like that. But, you know, it's just a very simple equation for us at this point. Like, how much are we paying at the end of the month? What are we getting value-wise? Where are we at? What do we need? Blah, blah, blah. And they basically can't give us anything to stay here. So it feels like we're going to end up moving at the end. Well, next month, actually. Next month, we'll end up moving to a new place. A little bit outside, a little bit more outside the city limits. Save some money. Get about the same thing, maybe a little bit more, actually. I'll say I had to take that call. But yeah, we're coming up on the break. I've just got this one table. Like I said, I'm still now not feeling like loading more tables. There's a couple of things that I think I'm gonna just kind of like work on and bang out with this one table here. So keep me posted. I'm gonna pull up the I'm gonna have the lobby in 3340K. I'm gonna check it later. Check 40K lobby and see last longer. And I'm gonna see who won, Facey or Boski. So I will follow up on the last longer. I have a note, so we are good. Good luck, Facey. Good luck, Broski, if you're still out there. And everyone else, if you're grinding today, whether you're watching on Twitch and YouTube, I appreciate the company. If you want to follow me on social media, you can check out whichever social media app you open up first. You just search Bet on Drew, you'll find me. If you want to keep in touch. And yeah, I'm going to call it a day on the stream here, finish out this one table offline, and yeah, that's it. I'll keep in touch with you. Enjoy the rest of your grinds. Good luck, good vibes, God bless, peace. See ya.